Fasting has been around for many ages and it has been used for spiritual practices and also to heal the body. If you're thinking about fasting this year, then you may want to consider dry fasting. A dry fast is where you do not consume any water or food for a select period of time. Now that also means no coffee, no type of liquids, like not even teas or anything. In some fasts you are able to drink some sort of liquids when you are fasting, but with a dry fast you cannot consume any type of liquid whatsoever. There are two different types of dry fast. The first type of dry fast is called a hard dry fast. It is also known as an absolute dry fast. Now with a hard dry fast, that is where you're not going to have any type of water or any type of food for a select period of time, but on top of that, you're also not going to have any external contact with water. So that means you're not going to be able to brush your teeth. That means you're not going to be able to wash your hands or take a shower. Anything that is going to touch your body that is liquid formed or any type of water, you do not do it. Now the reasoning behind that and the whole theory is when you come in contact with water, like on your skin, your pores will absorb it. So it's kind of like that water is still getting in your system. So some people say, well, you're really not on a dry fast because you're still taking in some type of water. There has been no known benefits to doing it that way. Just some people decide to try to do it that way. Now the second type of dry fast is the soft dry fast, and that is basically just doing the bare minimum for the dry fast, which is not consuming any water or liquids or eating food for a select period of time, but you can have contact with water, so you can take a shower. And that is what most people normally do. They do the soft dry fast. So if you are a beginner, you probably should start with the soft dry fast. Okay, once you decide if you're going to do a soft dry fast or a hard dry fast, the next step is to determine what method you will be using. So the first method of a dry fast is called a prolonged dry fast. A prolonged dry fast is where you are dry fasting for at least 24 hours or longer. That is the dry fast that I did. I did a prolonged dry fast. I actually went for a little bit over 24 hours. It was actually about 32 hours. I will put a link in the description box for that video if you would like to see that. The next method is intermittent dry fasting. If you've heard of intermittent fasting, is where you have a period of fasting time and you have a period of eating time. So a lot of people usually do 16 hours of fasting and then they do 8 hours of breaking that fast where you're going back to eating or drinking water. So with intermittent dry fasting is basically what it is. You're going to dry fast for a certain period of time, whether it's 16 hours or whether it's 20 hours, and then you're going to break your fast for either the 8-hour period. So you can kind of determine what you're going to break your fast with. You have two options. You could actually go back to eating normal, like you can go back to eating regular food and you can drink water for that 8-hour period, or you could just drink water for that 8-hour period, and that could kind of go into an actual water fast. So if you haven't heard anything about water fasting, I also have a video where I did a 3-day water fast, and that's basically where I didn't have anything but water for 3 days. So I know it's possible. So if you wanted to combine a water fast and a dry fast, one of the possibilities to do 16 hours of fasting, of dry fasting, where you're not consuming any water or any food for 16 hours, and then when you break your fast for those 8 hours, you go back to only drinking water for 8 hours, and then you do that for 3 days. That may be an option. There are so many possibilities, and that is one of the things that I like about it, is that you can make it your own. So for instance, one of the things that I have read that you can do when you're doing dry fasting or fasting period is you can pick a certain day that you would like to do your fasting. So I've seen some people suggest to do the day that you were born. So I was born on Sunday, so maybe on Sundays I always do a dry fast, so I might do a dry fast for 24 hours. Also for women, when you're on your menstrual cycle, when you first come on, you might want to do a fasting, a dry fasting day on your first day. or maybe you want to do it when you know that you're about to come on. You might fast the day before your period comes on. That may be an option. There are so many different ways that you can dry fast, or you can fast, period, and that's what I like about it. Another one may be during the full moon. When you know there is a full moon, you might do a dry fast, or the new moon, you might do a dry fast. It is just so many different possibilities, and that is one of the reasons why I'm so happy that I have started to incorporate fasting into my lifestyle. Not only is it good for your body, as in your mind and clarity, you also lose weight as well. So if you're looking to lose a little bit of weight, fasting is definitely one of the ways to go. The beauty of fasting is that it's your own personal journey, and that you can do whatever you want to do as long as you're being safe. Just take the time to listen to your body, understand how you're feeling, and know when you might need to stop, or if you want to keep going. It's all about being in tune with your feelings. I wish you luck on your dry fast. If you have any questions, make sure to put them in the comment section. Thanks for joining me once again in this virtual space. Until the next video, peace out.